Forget what you think you know about emotional stability or destiny, life's meaning. Today, we're digging into a set of lyrics. Really simple lyrics, actually, but they carry this, well, philosophical punch. It's heavy stuff. Heavy enough, I think, that we kind of reevaluate how we see, well, everything.
It really does.
Our source material is excerpts from Endless Walk, a lyrical meditation. Lyrics by Alison McLean.
And look, these aren't just song lyrics we're humming along to. We're treating this as a radical thesis, a study in human agency. Our mission really is to pull out the philosophical core hidden in this very repetitive structure, because the core argument seems to be that every defining feature of your life, love, hate, purpose, it's all manufactured by you, 100%.
Yeah, that's it exactly. What jumps out immediately is how McLean seems determined to break us out of this habit we have, always looking for external validation or some fixed definition outside ourselves.
Right. She sets up this framework of, well, radical self-responsibility. The core tension, as I see it, is this. Things we often treat as fixed truths. Love, hate, even why we're here.
Cosmic truths. Yeah.
Exactly. She argues they aren't destinations. They're not fixed points in the universe. They're processes, definitions, things we create moment to moment, collectively, individually.
And the power in this piece, I think, is how it forces us to look inward first. It doesn't start out there with the world. It starts by making us confront, just the baseline condition of being human.
Precisely. It demands that self-address right at the beginning.
So McLean sets this psychological stage right away, acknowledging that default state of maybe internal difficulty. She writes about to be lost in our thoughts, and then immediately diagnoses it, a chaotic mind. It's very relatable, that starting point.
It is, yeah. And that diagnosis is crucial because it kind of preempts any claims of, external victimhood. The chaos is internal. It's presented as the mind's natural state, its rhythm. But what's fascinating is that the response isn't fix it. It's not control it.
No.
The instruction is embrace the dance.
That distinction, embrace, don't control, that feels absolutely key here. If our internal world is chaotic, why wouldn't the advice be to find stillness or order? Why embrace it like a dance?
Well, because control implies you're aiming for some kind of static endpoint, right? A fixed state. And that's exactly what this whole lyrical structure argues against.
Okay.
Embracing the dance changes your whole relationship with your own mind. It shifts it from fighting it to participating with it. It means you hear the noise, you feel the chaos, but you accept it as the background music to your life, to your agency. It frees up all that energy you'd waste trying to force silence.
So it's like accepting the operating system instead of fighting it.
Kinda, yeah. And for you, the listener, this is maybe the first practical step here. The first act of real agency isn't shaping the world outside. It's choosing how you relate to your own inner world.
Okay, that makes sense. And yet, even while acknowledging being lost in that chaos, the lyric immediately pivots outward. You have this messy internal reality, sure, but right alongside it, you're told to see a world to explore. And that observation comes with a command, too, and let us be grateful for. It feels like a psychological requirement.
It's a brilliant juxtaposition, isn't it? If we connect this back to the bigger argument McLean is building, she's laying down the prerequisites for a meaningful life, one where you actually have agency. You can't really get to defining external reality, figuring out love or destiny without first mastering internal acceptance, embrace the dance, and external appreciation, be grateful for the world. If you're constantly battling the internal chaos, where's the energy left for constructing meaning outside?
So the chaotic mind is the hardware, maybe, and the gratitude, the embracing. That's the software update we need to actually run the program of life meaningfully.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
All right, so once that psychological groundwork is laid, accept the chaos, appreciate the world. We hit the core philosophical argument, the chorus. And it repeats 4 times, which tells you this is the message she really wants to hammer home. This is the thesis on agency.
Definitely. Repetition drives the point.
And the language feels incredibly precise, how emotion gets constructed. For positive emotion, it's love is love because we have made it that way. And for the negative, hate is hate because we have given it that play. Okay, so let's unpack that contrast. Made it that way versus given it that play. Is there a difference in the level of agency there? Or are they just 2 ways of saying, we created this?
Oh, I think that distinction is maybe the most important nuance in the whole piece. It's crucial to say, we have made it that way. That positions love as an active project, intentional, constructive.
Like building something.
Exactly. Love isn't just a feeling that happens to us passively. In this view, it's a complex structure we build. It's agreements, actions, validation. It takes effort, persistence, constant upkeep, maybe.
Right.
So if you, the listener, think about this. If we make love, well, the implication is huge. If your relationship feels lacking or your community bond isn't strong, you can't just wait for the universe to deliver. The responsibility comes back to you. It's a construction job, hence made. It requires hands-on effort.
Okay, active construction for love, but then hate.
Oh, yeah.
We don't make hate in the same way we have given it that play. That sounds, I don't know, much more passive, like we just allowed it on stage.
Precisely. And that's the philosophical trap, I think, McLean is highlighting. Building the good love takes active, conscious creation. You have to show up, put in the work. But validating the bad hate maybe just requires passive allowance. You let it have space. You give it ground.
You step back.
You step back, or you fail to challenge it. You don't intervene. And by doing that, you validate its existence. You allow it room to play.
So inaction becomes a form of action, in a way.
Exactly. Think about it. You don't have to be actively plotting hateful things for hate to spread or take root. Sometimes just apathy is enough. Neglect. Not speaking up. By not engaging, by giving up that ground, you are still exercising agency, but it's agency through omission.
Wow.
It implies a really high standard responsibility, doesn't it? We're responsible not just for what we build, but also for what we fail to dismantle, or what we simply allow to stand. We are the sole architect.
Responsible for the whole building, including the parts we didn't tear down.
That's a good way to think about it, yes.
Okay, so if we accept this, this huge responsibility that we manufacture our own emotional definitions, where does that leave the big picture? The direction of life itself. If we control the feelings, do we control the goal too? The next verse seems to shift from emotion to direction. It starts with, to be lost in freedom.
And that connects beautifully back to the very beginning, doesn't it? Back to that chaotic mind. If you truly embrace the dance of that inner chaos, you're accepting radical freedom. Freedom from external rules, fixed definitions.
But freedom can be scary.
It can be totally disorienting. If there's no map, no preset path, suddenly you are lost, even though you're technically completely free, unconstrained.
Yeah, that makes sense. But this disorientation, this being lost in freedom, it seems like it's temporary in the lyrics. It leads to a realization, she writes. Soon we all realize and open up our eyes. What is it? What's the big realization that snaps us out of that lost feeling?
The realization is the final piece of the puzzle, the definitive statement on destiny, and it clicks perfectly with the agency over emotion we just talked about. Our eyes open to the fact that we've been looking for something that, well, that isn't actually there. We've been searching for a destination that doesn't exist.
And that statement is crystal clear. Life has no destination, we make it.
That's it. That's the whole framework locking into place. If we construct love, if we allow hate its play, then it follows logically we must also construct life's purpose, its meaning. The entire weight shifts onto the individual. And saying life has no destination, that isn't meant to be depressing, I don't think. It's presented as the ultimate empowering truth. It means the only meaning available is the meaning you actively create, deliberately, day by day. You can't actually fail to reach a goal if the goal itself is something you define as you go.
That seems to dismantle so much of how society frames success, though.
Yeah.
It's always goal-oriented, isn't it? Get the degree, buy the house, reach the promotion.
Yeah.
Like ticking boxes towards some finish line.
Exactly. But if life has no destination, then success can't be about arriving at any of those fixed points. They become, well, just points along the walk.
Okay.
And that leads directly to the final overarching metaphor of the piece. If destination is an illusion, what is life? What's the nature of the journey? It is life itself, an endless walk.
An endless walk.
Yeah, it's the continuous process, the ongoing act of moving, creating, defining. Completely separate from any idea of a finish line. The walk itself becomes the purpose, not getting somewhere specific.
So that agency we talked about, making love, not giving play to hate, isn't a one-time setup.
No, not at all. The endless walk implies it's required constantly, every day, forever. It's a process without end. The creation is continuous. Hashtag outro. So just to quickly recap the core knowledge distilled from these Alison McLean lyrics, we really uncovered quite a demanding philosophy. McLean establishes this radical human agency over, fundamentally, two huge domains. First, the definition of emotion, where we either actively make love or we sort of passively give play to hate. The choice and the effort is ours. And second, the definition of life's purpose itself. Because life inherently has no destination, the responsibility to create meaning to make the path falls entirely on us. The freedom is absolute, but so is the burden, maybe, of that constant creation.
It really is the ultimate challenge, isn't it? So, for you listening, if life is definitively an endless walk, if we truly accept that realization that life has no destination, what changes? What changes in your daily priorities when you stop searching for that external goal, that finish line society maybe keeps pointing towards? What happens when you shift focus purely to that very first instruction, to embrace the dance of your own chaotic mind, while you are actively, constantly constructing the path right beneath your feet? It's certainly a powerful thought to take with you on the journey.